Thank you, Spencer. It's great to see all the young children here today. And I know we had Angels Among Us yesterday, and there's some that were here yesterday for that are here today, and that's very exciting. We went to service last Sunday with our daughter and son-in-law and little granddaughter, and down in Texas, and they had all the children that were born that year come up, and they had a prayer, not just for the children, but for the parents and also for the congregation, that they can be there for these children that are growing up and learning about Christ, and that the parents take charge in that, and also that the congregation makes sure that the parents are doing what they're supposed to do. And we do that with Angels Among Us, and I know the Lord really loves the children, and children are like a sponge. And I wish that I was brought up in the church. I wasn't. And, they really take a lot in. I know grandparents that are bringing their kids that the parents aren't members. And I just commend them for doing that. And that's very important for children to be in service, to get to know about the Lord. And what we're doing with Angels Among Us is great. And I'm glad that Marcia has taken charge with that, and John and Stacy, and just everyone that takes part in that. And yesterday we taught the children about what God provides us. And they said several things. They said food and water and shelter and their parents, the light, sun, love for our love. And they just said many things what God provides for us. And then one of our bigger children, which is sitting up here, Mike Holloway, he said that God provides eternal life. Eternal life. And I think that is one of the most important things that he does provide. And I'm glad that Mike spoke up, and the kids heard that. And, of course, they talked about providing us with the Bible. But Mike said eternal life. So I'm glad that Mike shared that with the children. I'm going to be reading this morning in the book of John, chapter 6, starting in verse 25, where Jesus is the bread of life. When they found him on the other side of the lake, they asked him, "Rabbi, when did you get here?" Jesus answered, "I tell you the truth. You are looking for me not because you saw miraculous signs, because you ate the loaves and had your fill. Do not work for food that spoils, but for food that endures to eternal life, which is the Son of Man will give you on him. God the Father has placed his seal of approval." Then they asked him, "What must we do to do the works of God requires?" Jesus answered, "The work of God is this, to believe in the one he has sent." So they asked him, "What miraculous sign, then, will you give that we may see it and believe you? What will you do? Our forefathers ate the manna in the desert, as is written. He gave them bread from heaven to eat." Jesus said to them, "I tell you the truth. It is not Moses who has given you the bread from heaven, but it is my Father who gives you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world." Would you pray with me?